In today's video, we will be going back and reacting to my 2025 MLB season predictions. I hope you like to say I told you so, because I bet you're going to be able to do that a lot today. Oh, not good. Not good at all. Oh my. That is brutal. Not a good prediction. But without further ado, let's jump into the reaction. Welcome to class, everybody. Today we're Alright, stop already. Look, I get it. I was new to this. This is like my first video on the channel, so get it all out now. I know, and I'm still developing now. So next year when I do this, I'm sure I'll make fun of myself again. So just get it all out now. I understand. Now, I know on this channel I like to focus on historical baseball content, but I do currently one thing to do. And especially towards the beginning of the seasons, I'm going to be doing more modern content. Like I'm going to be releasing my 2026 predictions here soon, reacting to this one. I might do something with the WBC as well. But yeah, mostly we're going to be focusing on historical stuff. I'll talk about some modern stuff if it's relevant, but for the most part, we're sticking to history. All right, first up is Rookie of the Year. In the NL, I have Dylan Cruz win. Well, you can see neither winner is present, so not off to a good start, but let's just talk about it. In the NL, nobody saw Drake Baldwin winning that, except for maybe his parents. That was pretty out of the blue, but he did deserve it. I mean, he came up, he was great for the Braves in the catcher position. They didn't really need it. They had Sean Murphy, but he was so good that they like switched and DH'd him. And number two, I mean, his competition really just isn't there. I mean, AJ Smith-Shawver, one of my runner-ups, is probably, yeah, that's true. I mean, it really, when I was doing these videos, I made these predictions off the betting odds largely, and just my own personal opinions. But it was Dylan Cruz, and then AJ Smith-Shawver was there, and it wasn't really anybody else. I don't even know if Drake Baldwin was on the list. I don't think so. I'll try and find it and show it here. Yeah, I really don't think he was on the list. It was really just Dylan Cruz, and to be fair, he was their number 4 overall prospect. You heard me say it, and it's not like he's bad, but he just didn't stick out nearly as much as Drake Baldwin did. Atlanta already has kind of a full rotation. Maybe Lopez starts to fall off. They keep Smith-Shawver in, but I kind of doubt that. And then there's Lawler. I mean, just kind of, yeah, that was an interesting take. The Braves rotation kind of fell apart. So many injuries, including Smith-Shawver got hurt. He's still all right. He was still good, but again, the injuries ravaged the Braves this year. It was brutal. I believe Dylan Cruz is second in the betting odds to Roki Sasaki. Oh, then you have Dylan Cruz. Okay, ignore what I said about Dylan Cruz in the betting odds. Roki Sasaki was first. I don't even have him on this list. I talk about it here in a second. And Jordan Lawler's up there too, but did Lawler even play that much? I don't even know. -4 in both seasons, 28 games. Yeah, he didn't really play. There's not much else competition for Cruz and Sasaki, and I just believe Cruz will end up being better. Sasaki, he's a young guy. I feel like he might have some struggles coming into the MLB his first year. And then the dark horse. And he did. Rookie Sasaki did struggle a little bit. You saw his velocity drop. He shifted to the bullpen. But the good thing about Sasaki, he's taking steps in the right direction for development. He's skipping the WBC this year, and he was the star pretty much for Japan's team in 2023, especially with the storyline of, when's this guy going to come over? He's the super hot, highly touted prospect. When's he going to come over? But this year he's skipping out on it. He's focusing on his development. He's sticking in spring training. They don't need him in the bullpen anymore with Edwin Diaz there. So Roki Sasaki, I think he's still got a very bright future. But yeah, he did struggle a little bit. He had some moments. He really did. He was pretty good in the bullpen, especially in the offseason for the Dodgers. But I don't even know if he got votes. Let's check if he did. NL Rookie of the Year, Roki Sasaki did not get a vote. But Heriberto Hernandez did. Okay. Congratulations. Then in the AL, I have Jackson Jobe winning it. He's MLB's number 5 overall prospect. He kind of has a similar build to Skeens like we saw last year. No, he was all right. Like most of these rookies, they had all right seasons except for Lawler, but he just didn't stick out nearly enough, especially to against Nick Kurtz. Even Jacob Wilson has him very much so beat out. I mean, .4 WAR. He had 10 starts. I can't remember if he got hurt or not. 90 ERA plus. He was all right. He's only 20. He's gonna be 23 this year. He's got a bright future. Hopefully, he takes that same route that Tarek Skubal took. It just took him a few years to develop, and now he's like the best pitcher in baseball. I'm not saying that Jobe's gonna be the best pitcher in baseball, but he has the potential, he has the skills, just hopefully he can develop. Physically, but kind of how he pitches, right? He's got that power fastball. What's going on? Uh-oh. So yeah, Jobe is like Skeens, but he's not nearly as physically gifted as Skeens is. Still, it's not a good comparison. I also like Jack Leiter's chances of winning. Jack Leiter, he had a great start to the year. I had him on my fantasy team. I picked him up for the beginning of the year because he was doing great. He had like 4 or 5 good starts, and then he kind of just started getting shelled. Also .4 WAR, 29 starts. He got almost a full season in. 95 ERA plus, so he was around average, good strikeout numbers. He was 7th, he got votes in the Rookie of the Year. Yeah, he finished above Will Warren. I mean, that's something. Will Warren had a good year. Let's look at his game logs, because I really remember his start was very good, and then he really fell off. Yeah, look at his first start, 1 earned run through 5. Second start, no earned runs through 5. Then he started getting shelled a little bit, and his August was actually pretty good. Yeah, he ended the season a 3.80 ERA. That's really not bad. 148 strikeouts. This guy's got a pretty good future, I would say. Yeah, I really like him over Kumar Rocker. I'm not entirely sure why Rocker's ranked above him. It was a good take. Kumar Rocker did much worse than Jack Leiter. Much worse. -1 WAR, 14 starts, a 5.7 ERA, and a 64 ERA plus. So, hey, I get a point for that, right? And then with Jason Dominguez, he's number 21 overall prospect. Dominguez, oh boy. He's just had so many things go wrong for him in his career. 0.5 WAR, so not terrible. A 101 OPS plus, so technically above average, technically. Yeah, just not super. But again, he's very young still. He's very young and extremely talented. And New York is very hard, especially on the media for a guy like Dominguez, who English is not his first language. It's a difficult situation to be in, but he has the tools to succeed. He really does. I believe in him still. A switch hitter, he's got so much power, good speed. It's really going to come down to his mental game, I think, in New York. Maybe if he gets out of there, I'm sure it could be better. Yeah, we're just going to have to see, because he's very talented. So with Colson Montgomery, he's Chicago's best prospect. I think he's number 30. Colson Montgomery had a good year this year. Let's check it out here. Yeah, 3.3 WAR, 21 home runs. I mean, he bat 239. That's not great, but a 130 OPS plus. This guy had a good year. He didn't even try to steal a base. Goodness. In 71 games, he had 3. Look at that. That's a 7.6 WAR pace. That's nuts. I mean, he is a bright star on one of the worst teams in baseball. I mean, I didn't realize he had that good of a year. He finished 5th behind Noah Cameron. Okay, I'm going to be honest. I have no idea who Noah Cameron is. I've never heard of him. Colson Montgomery is good, and especially on the White Sox, they desperately need it. He'll be 24 this year. It's not super young, but that's not that old. And I think rebuilding around a strong middle infielder like Colson Montgomery is not a bad idea. Yeah, honestly, he did Montgomery did the best out of any of my picks here. Cy Young, starting in the NL, I have Zach Wheeler winning it. It's kind of the same situation with Garrett Cole, right? Zach Wheeler's never won a Cy Young. Garrett Cole didn't win a Cy Young. He had multiple years of pitching at a very high level. Man, Zach Wheeler, I remember this. Throughout the season, I was tracking it, and Zach Wheeler was right there with Paul Skeens almost all year, and he got hurt. He got hurt, and it killed his chances. I was excited because I genuinely thought I was going to get it right. Then, obviously, he got hurt. And even if he didn't get hurt, Skeens had an unbelievable season, a sub-2 ERA. Yeah, it's unfortunate because Wheeler was close, man. He was close. But someone else was always just, and one of the main reasons is he's been like the picture of consistency, right? Since 2018. Oh boy. He's started, minus the COVID year, he started 26 or more games in every. Wow, I really cursed him there. Yeah, he started his least amount of games if you toss out the COVID years since 2017. Sorry, Zach, that's my bad. That one's on me. I'm sorry. But yeah, look at this. 270 RA, 195 strikeouts through 149 and 2/3 innings, a 163 ERA plus. He was on pace. He was on pace to be right there with Skeens, man. Paul Skeens is currently the betting favorite, and all the betting favorites. Yeah, he was a betting favorite, and for good reason. It dominantly won, unanimously won, I'm pretty sure. Yes, he got all of them. I'll explain why I didn't pick Skeens, but in hindsight, now looking at it, it was dumb. For ERA plus, I think. The guy he's just throwing a frisbee. Look at that. The thing is, with pitchers in the MLB, they usually take a few years to develop, right? We saw it with Screwball last year, finally putting it all together. I'll talk about that in a little bit. Okay, that's the thing. I should have known when I saw Skeens come up in 24 and flat out make hitters look ridiculous like they were in, coach pitch. I should have known. I really should have, because this guy is special. He's one of one. Well, I can't remember the last time a pitcher like Skeens came up and just dominated instantly. He literally threw like 40 innings in the minors, and we need it so badly in baseball. We need it so badly in this sport. Young pitchers who come up and are good instantly, and I really hope he stays healthy, because we desperately need young pitchers to come up, be good instantly, and stay good for 15 to 20 years. We have not seen that. And this guy he really has the stuff. He's got a great repertoire. Look at his build. He is built for this. He's not like Jacob deGrom, who's kind of frail looking. I know Jacob deGrom's lanky, and that's good for pitchers, but deGrom, his body can't handle how hard he throws. It just can't. Skeens can. This dude's built like a tank. All right, he's very built. I mean, this guy is so special. He's so talented, and he's going places. And I really hope it's not the injured list. I just feel like Skeen's gonna be feeling some growing pains this upcoming year. That was a bad take. Boy, I hope I'm wrong, because and I was wrong. With top 6, yeah, top 6 in the Cy Young every year from 2011. Chris Sale's kind of the same story as Wheeler, doing incredible, but he got hurt. I think it was a finger injury, I believe, that kept him out for a while. And I'm telling you, if Wheeler, Skeens, well, Skeens stayed healthy, but if Wheeler's and Sale stayed healthy, it would have been an incredibly entertaining Cy Young race down the stretch. I mean, we're talking about 2 vets who are dominant and have great stuff versus the young buck who is otherworldly talented and a one-of-one prospect, really. I can't really call him a prospect anymore, but a one-of-one pitcher. And look at his strikeouts. He's still such a good strikeout pitcher. I mean, but look at this. His K per 9 is better than it was last year. He was on pace to do better than last year. But he did get hurt. He only made 20 starts. He's going to be 37. He's only likely got maybe 1 more good year and then 2 more okay years after that, especially with his injury history. It'll be fun to see if he can get 3,000 strikeouts. It really will. But yeah, regardless, he had a good season, but those injuries just kept him out of it. He didn't get votes in the Cy Young. Fair enough. Only 125 innings. He didn't deserve votes. Last year's Cy Young, he's a future Hall of Famer, right? Last year's Cy Young helped him tremendously in his Cooperstown case. I mean, if CC Sabathia is a first ballot Hall of Famer, and I know he got 3,000 strikeouts, I think Chris Sale's going to get in. Just saying. You got Sandy Alcantara. Oh, dear heavens. Okay, stop talking. Sandy Alcantara. I don't get this guy. I don't understand it. He's literally got the stuff and talent of Paul Skeens, and he has like 4 ERA points higher than him. He had one of the greatest seasons of the 2000s, the century of the 2000s, and then he just completely falls off. I don't know what it is. I think he has some control issues maybe. And his mental state's obviously not great being in the Marlins. But it makes me so frustrated because I know he's so good. He's so talented. And he just doesn't, his stats don't produce what his talent level is. They don't match up at all. It's literally like this. It's not even funny. But yeah, terrible, terrible take. I think if there was like the anti-Cy Young, he might have gotten votes there. And I had him as a dark horse. I really thought he'd bounce back, and he did not. He just bounced a little bit. Well, he did bounce back, as in backwards, a little bit. And then Kodai Senga seems like an odd pick, but if you look at his NPB, which is Nippon Professional Baseball, this Japanese professional baseball league, and his MLB stats when he's healthy, I mean, he puts up great. Yeah, I don't think I needed to explain what the NPB was there, but whatever. Yeah, Senga's also talented, a really good strikeout pitcher, and his stats in the Japanese league are incredible. I mean, he was arguably the best pitcher there for quite some time. And when he's healthy here, he's good. He really is. But, I mean, even in the MPB, he did struggle to stay healthy. And that's always going to be his thing. It's almost like Chris Sale a little bit. It's going to be his thing just to stay healthy. If he does, he's a good pitcher. He definitely has a shot to get votes at least. All right, and then in the AL, I'm going with Logan Gilbert, the Seattle starting pitcher. He should be there. Logan Gilbert. I mean, I think he got hurt either in spring training or at the beginning of the year. And instantly, his case was gone instantly. I mean, he didn't play for such a long time, but he's good. He's still good. I'll call him the ace of the Mariners rotation, even though the Mariners rotation it's quite stacked. But I mean, he has the stuff. He really does. It wasn't his year. He got hurt, so that case got blown up instantly. So terrible ace with Kirby. Terrible prediction. Rangers, Mariners are good teams, but they're not like, oh my super strong. Goodness, that was right. Hold on. So was that Cal Raleigh? Mariners are good teams, but they're not like, super strong. Dog, he's not stealing center field. He's stealing second. What was that throw? Look at his stats. He hit 60 home runs as a catcher. I think we'll give him a little bit of a break. Can he make this throw right here? He's been able to pitch a ton barely. Of innings. I mean, his whip, it looks like a fake number. I think it's .887. Like, yeah, that's true. That real, right? Whoops, knocked over the mic. That was a huge reason for me picking him. His whip was stupid low. I mean, he was incredible at not allowing walks and hits. I mean, 2024. We're talking about 24 here. That was honestly one of the main reasons, because I saw that and I thought it was going to be like, that's just the next step. If he equates that into the runs as well with the ERA, it's over. He's going to win it, but that didn't happen and he got hurt. But if Gilbert doesn't win it, Tariq Skubbal's next step, right? We just saw what he did last year. I said Skubbal's next up. I have him third here. I don't know if that's in any particular order or not. I thought it was. Whatever. At least I said that. All right. At least I said that. If Gilbert's not there, and wait, hold on. Did I say? But if Gilbert doesn't win it, Tariq Skubbal's next up, right? We just saw what he did last year. Okay, no. I think I might mention he gets hurt later. I'm not sure. And he did. That's what happened. Gilbert got hurt, and Skubal just continued and actually improved. Somehow he improved. Somehow Palpatine returned. Somehow Tariq Skubal improved. He's generational. He's going to be the best pitcher in the AL for the foreseeable future, at least the next 6 years. It's going to be his award to lose for the next 6 years. Yeah, he's ridiculous. I don't even need to really say too much. We know how good Skubal is. I had him on my fantasy team last year, and it was a great pick. He's nasty. Ridiculously good fastball, ridiculously good changeup. His slider's okay, which is funny because his okay pitch is better than most of everybody else's best pitch. He's taken the kind of traditional route of development for a pitcher in baseball, right? They take 4. True, and that's what I love about him. He took that traditional route. He took years to develop, and now he's a monster. He's so good, and that's great to see. Someone who's able to work, be humble, know that they're not that good. They need to seek wisdom. They need to get better. And he did it. And he's so much better for it now. He's so much better for it. Can't remember, but yeah. I mean, look at that. Look at that change. It just falls off. I mean, Paredes missed it by like 4 bat lengths. Okay, you can't see the bat, but it just falls. 18 wins on the Tigers. I know the Tigers are getting better, right? And Scubal's probably the main reason for that. Yeah, I said 18 wins on the Tigers. Like, they're not the best sort of top 3 team in the AL. So pretty much if he doesn't get hurt or Gilbert doesn't go off, he'll probably win it as well. That happened. That's a half point. I'll take a half point for that one. I said if he doesn't get hurt and Gilbert doesn't go off, he'll get it. And that's exactly what happened. So I'm gonna give myself a half point for that. He's a very close. And then Cole Reagans. Cole Reagans is pretty much Tariq Skubal in a lighter blue. That's pretty much what. Okay. I mean, same repertoire-ish. I understand that. Reagans has a bit more of a 3/4 release point, whereas Skubal's a little bit more over the top. But Reagans just isn't there yet. He's not where Skubal is at all. He was like a dark horse last year, in the 2024 season, he was a dark horse. And so that's why I kind of picked him. I thought he was going to develop a little bit more. He didn't. He's still very good. He's talented. I really love him. He's a fun pitcher to watch. But yeah, it wasn't his year. It wasn't. He didn't develop enough. If you can just take that step forward, he definitely will get Cy Young. Yeah, I mean, Reagans has potential to be a very good ace in this league. Miller and Bybee are both those are good picks. I mean, Miller and Bybee, it's so good to see these young pitchers like Brian Wu, Bryce Miller, Tanner Bybee that are at their age and able to come up and just be consistent, be solid for their teams. That's so valuable. That is so valuable. They're going to earn themselves big contracts because of what they can do, especially in the consistency field. They're good picks, especially for I mean, I don't think they're there yet, and I think I say that later on. And I still don't think they are. They're still invaluable to their teams. Time for the award we're all here for, right? The MVP. Oh boy. As you can see, there it is. I have Juan Soto winning it. In the AL, I've got Bobby Witt Jr. Nope, got them both wrong. I mean, you can see at least Ohtani's right there. He's another runner-up, and don't look at the AL. Don't look at that. That's bad. Yeah, I'll let past self. Starting off with Soto. Past professor explain this. Really no reason why Soto would ever not win an MVP. Still a true statement. Worst season. He can get a 1,000 OPS season. Facts. He can get a 200 or 180 OPS plus season easily. He can hit 40 home runs. He can get 100 plus RBIs. He can walk 130 times. He can bat 300. All true statements detected. There's nothing he can't do outside of his defense and his speed, which, by the way, are both still average. His speed. He was 2 steals away from a 40-40 season last year. I don't know how he did it. I don't know how he stole that many bases. I believe they had a really good first base coach over there in New York. And I think that helped him. My goodness, that was incredible. 100 plus RBIs. Still, I mean, this guy's ridiculous. I think he has the best future right now in baseball. I think right now, what we're looking at on screen right now is a top, at least a top 15 hitter all time. That's what we're looking at. If he continues his trajectory, he will be top 15, if not top 10. This guy is ridiculously good. Has some of the best plate discipline to ever step foot in a batter's box. Good power. Now he has good speed. I mean, he's such a threat. He is so good. He's got the science of what he does down to a T. He is incredible. I cannot say enough good stuff about Juan Soto. If he continues at the pace he's at, he will easily eclipse the top 15 or top 10. I mean, how blessed are we to be able to be living in an era where we can watch Juan Soto play? Like, this guy is special. He's must see. You must tune into his at-bats. This guy is an easy first ballot unanimous future Hall of Famer. Easy, and I will stand on that because it's not going to be not true. It's going to be true. Something terrible is going to have to happen for that to not be true. Multiplied his average WAR per season to where he would play through his age 40 season, he would end up with 121 career WAR. That easily slots him into like the 13, 12, 11 spot. 121 WAR. That's just a quick little career projection there. That's like Eddie Collins, who is in the top 15. This guy is very special. Didn't win the MVP. Third. Okay, that's still good. He finished third. He had a great season. He really did. His average wasn't super high, but I mean, he walks just so much more than everybody else. He led the league in steals. Are you serious? He led, okay. 38. Okay, we just made rule changes to get more steals, and now we're leading the league with 38. That's a problem. He's 26. He just turned 26 last October. That's insane. It is. It is. It really is. So young and so good. He will be getting top 3 MVP votes for the next decade. And this year, at least, he does win his first. Now, the obvious asterisk, at least for the next few years, to Soto just winning a cakewalk MVP is Shohei Ohtani, one of my runner-ups here. The reason I did. Okay, at least hold on, I'll let myself. Didn't pick Ohtani this year to win MVP is just because I don't think he's going to produce near as much as he did last year. Last year, he chose to steal more bases because he couldn't, provide more for his team because he was out with his pitching. He couldn't throw, right? He just had Tommy John. Factual statement. And he didn't. He stole 20 bags. That is, how many did he steal last year? Was it just 50, strictly 50 flat? No, 59. He stole 39 less bases. Obviously, still had a monster season. 55 home runs, above 1,000 OPS. He even pitched a little bit. 47 innings, 47 good innings. But I am very intrigued because we have not seen Ohtani start a season hitting and pitching since when? I guess 2023. And that year he did good. He won an MVP. He did good. What am I saying? He won an MVP. But I'm very intrigued to see because that was what he's going to be 30. He's only going to be 31. Wow, I thought it was older than that. It'll be very interesting. That's all I gotta say. It'll be interesting to see how he's gonna manage the workload of both hitting and pitching again, because he really hasn't done it the last 2 years. He did it a little bit last year. Yeah, that Tommy John kept him out all of 24 in pitching. He could hit 50 home runs. He did. But I think he did more human-like Ohtani this year because he is not really still pretty crazy. He's putting his focus back onto 2 separate facets of the game. But a guy who can steal a lot is Elly De La Cruz, one of my other runner-ups. Juan Soto beat him out in steals. No, didn't happen. I don't understand why he didn't steal more bases. I don't know why he didn't. I think combined home runs and steals last year. The only France didn't even attempt to swing there. See that? He's just standing there. He's been pretty consistent with his power. He kind of sits in that low mid 20s range, in that 3% home run percentage around. But yeah, his steals just fell off. He didn't even attempt as many. And I'm not sure why. He got as many hits. It's not like he wasn't on base as much. It was on base almost the same amount. 160 games last year. He can play a full season. He can accumulate. Yeah, that's something that shocks me. He's healthy. He stays healthy. Like, he played the last 2 years. Yeah, 322 games in the last 2 years. I thought someone like him, who's he's not like super built. He's a little bit lanky. I thought he'd be more injury prone, but so far, no. All right, now the dark horses for my NL. They're not, oh my, very dark horse either. They're more in the light. Oh, not good. Not good at all. Michael Harris just sucked this year. He really did. Sorry, last year, 2025. He's starting to get this trend of starting off terrible, just starting off so bad and then having to work his way back to an okay stat line. And I get it. His situation hasn't been great. He's been moving around the batting order. He's been switching up his batting stance. So I get he hasn't found really too much consistency, but still, it hasn't been good. His defense is still elite, and that's not going to change. Then not a good prediction at all. The 2020 season's all right. Mike, we gotta be stepping up the offense just a little bit. A 295 advanced on base average. Look at the plate discipline numbers. Oh. But he clearly has it. Look at this. Look at 2022. He has it. He's very talented. The Braves need to just set him in the lineup and leave him there. Let him figure it out, right? He's a grown man. Let him figure it out. Bobby Witt Jr. And if I had to vote for the most well-rounded player in all of the MLB, anybody there, Bobby Witt would absolutely get the first vote. There's nothing he can't do. I love Bobby Witt. He's one of my favorite players in the league. He's so good. He's so well-rounded. Like I just said, he's so talented, but it's like Frank Baker, home run Baker. He played in that era. Tris Speaker, Babe Ruth was coming up at the end of his career, Walter Johnson, all these studs, and he just gets overlooked. And especially he's on the Royals. Kansas City, a small market team. This guy puts up ridiculous numbers. Look at this. I mentioned this in a video just recently. Bobby Witt got more WAR in 24 and 25 than Hall of Famer Tommy McCarthy has in his career. This guy, he led the league in hits back-to-back seasons. He hits doubles, he hits home runs, he hits RBIs, he steals bases, good OPS, good defense. He's so good. He's so good, but he just can't He can't beat out, he just can't beat out Judge. Or, I mean, Raleigh also, fair enough. Raleigh should have won MVP, by the way. There's a UFC analogy I can make, Max Holloway. I mean, he was always the best in the division, but then Volk came along and he just couldn't beat Volk. He was always second place, and that's just kind of how Bobby Witt's going to be. There's always going to be someone better, which is so unfortunate. Because without Judge, I mean, this guy's a two-time MVP, and Raleigh this last year. He's a two-time MVP.
5 runs, 31
Look at that.
runs, 32 steals.
It's a beautiful swing. One of the most beautiful righty swings. We don't see a lot of great righty swings. Strikeout ratio, like, as opposed to lefties. Lefties usually look better, just saying. I mean, he quite literally he's a 5++ tool player. All 5 of his tools are ++. There's nothing he can't do. And yeah, the reason I still agree with that statement. 5++ tool. All the tools are incredible. He's not just like, I mean, the average 5 tool player. That's a weird statement in and of itself, but he is elite in all of his tools. All of them are elite. This guy is built like a baseball freak. He's kind of, dare I say this, the infield Mike Trout is how he's built and the stats that he puts up. Really. Judge isn't up here is because I believe it's kneed in the head and still makes the play. B will have some pretty moderate, regression coming his way. And if Judge gets injured, right, he might only play, 100 games. If he has some regression, he might only hit like 35 home runs or so. And Witt, with all that terrible take. Yeah, that's the reason Judge isn't up here. I had this magical prediction he was just going to get hurt and miss like 70 games. Didn't happen. He hit a ridiculous amount of home runs, bat very high, and easily won MVP. Which he shouldn't have, by the way. Should have been Raleigh's award, but yeah, that's why he's not here. And then runner-ups, I mean, if people just forgotten about Mike Trout just because... Stop talking. Stop it. Oh, my gosh. Okay, just bad. Mike Trout... I had too much faith in him. I really did. I'm very biased because I love Mike Trout. Who doesn't love Mike Trout? But, man, it's just so sad. He was healthy. He played like 140 games this year, and he only got like 1.1 WAR. I mean, he still hit a good amount of home runs, but his average just tanked. I mean, he was below the Mendoza line for a lot of this last year. And I put an asterisk there. That was an if he's healthy, and he stayed healthy, and he didn't. I don't understand. It's the same thing with Cruz and Sandy Alcantara. I don't get why these people, I mean, I guess the reason is we're humans, right? They can make mistakes. They can mess up. They can do things that are not typical. It's so sad because this guy, I mean, Mike Trout is a baseball myth. He's a baseball legend. The fact that he's just fallen off is just sad. Also, why did I say LA in both Dodgers? I abbreviated the teams wrong on this. That's bothering me. It should be LAA and LAD. To put it simply, if he plays more than 110 games, he will be getting MVP votes. And Vladdy's just too good not to be up. That hurt to listen to and was completely false. Last year, I think he had 166 OPS plus, 30 home runs, over 100 RBIs. I mean, Vladdy had a good season. He did. And he's made a lot of changes, cut his hair. He's not Samson, I understand. It's not that big a deal, but still. Lifestyle changes, lost some weight. There's a story about how he loses weight literally every offseason. I mean, the dude is built like a stump of a tree. He's humongous. Not to say he's short, like he's just very big. He's a very big guy. I feel like he deserves more attention. I feel like the media has kind of just overlooked him since his rookie year. He's very good. He's very consistent too. Well, the media is not overlooking him anymore. I mean, he had a great postseason, and the Blue Jays took the best team in baseball to 7 games in the World Series. I don't think that's being overlooked anymore. And then the dark horses in the AL, they weren't very deep in thought. I'm gonna have to blur that out, because that's terrible. That's bad. I think Anthony Santander had like a 57 OPS plus this year. That's terrible. Again, if there was an anti-MVP, he'd be getting votes. And no offense, Anthony. No offense. Statistically speaking, just terrible. That might be my worst prediction of the video. I know it's a dark horse, so it's not, I didn't say he was gonna win, but boy, did that not work out in the slightest. Like, how do you fall off that much? 44 home runs. I know you played 100 less games, but look at the percentage. I mean, 6.6% to 2.7. Strikeout percentage skyrocketed. His literal worst season of his career. Really good power numbers last year, and voters love to see. I can't even look at you. I mean, this is a very dark horse pick here. Not very likely. All right, and then moving on. At least I said that. All right, the teams in the NL. Let's see how did I do here? The Dodgers, they won their division. That's fair enough. I said they'd win the first round bye. That didn't happen. The Brewers actually won it. I think the Dodgers got 96 wins, so in the range, and the Brewers got 97, which is crazy. And then the East, Braves finished 4th. I got that very wrong. I had them going 2nd. At least I had the Phillies winning. Couldn't hit the broadside of a barn with these predictions. And again, same thing for the AL. I have the Astros, Royals, and Orioles winning their... Oh my... Oh, the Orioles, man. Oh, no. No, Professor, what are you doing? You gotta be kidding me, man. Oh, I don't think a team's had a worse fall off in quite a long time. I said 90 to 100. I thought that was going to be the best in baseball. They got less wins than Oakland, Vegas, whatever, Athletics. Oh, they got less wins than the Braves, less wins than the Cardinals. That's up there, man. I was just wrong about every single Baltimore Oriole take in the video. There's an asterisk next to Mike Trout, and you see his WAR is, there's a big wide margin there, and that's because that's an if he's healthy. It's an if he's healthy. Same thing with Judge, right? If stop talking, he will get embarrassing me. All right, and then finishing it out for the postseason, I have the stop talking about the Orioles. Just stop. You're bad at it. Whatever. Just the winners of the NL, AL pennants. Keep going. And for the World Series, I have the reigning champs winning it all again. Well, I got that right. There's a point. But as always, thank you guys so much for coming to class. I've been Professor. We don't need to watch the outro. Okay, that was rough. Well, we got through it. We did. Well, there you have it. That's my reaction to my 2025 MLB season predictions. They did not go as I hoped or planned. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will be releasing 2026 predictions here soon. Maybe again, something with the WBC, so make sure to watch out for that. Make sure to also leave your thoughts in the comments down below. What you think about the video, my predictions. Let it rip. I know it was bad. Let me hear it. I know. But as always, thank you guys so much for coming to class. I've been Professor Baseball. You've been great. Here is your flag of the day. Leave your guess as to which country it could be in the comments down below, and I will see you next time.